guys, welcome to PBR, and welcome to the world of battles that are probably less interesting and just me randomly killing people. But this is the Rain Room team that I created with Wailord, with the Wailord of Death. That is the Wailord of Death. So let's begin. Lagoon Coliseum, awesome Coliseum. I actually really like this one, and it kind of fit in with this team, so that's why I chose it. And I start with Shell Shocker and Trick Boom. Shell Shocker, of course, being Blastoise. Actually, it's Shell Shock, not Shell Shocker, but yeah, whatever. So, that Monferno goes for a Fire Punch on Blastoise, which I really couldn't figure out considering Bronzong is right next to it. But I go for Surf just to get rid of Monferno. I really didn't want it around. I didn't like it. Plus, I knew Primplop couldn't do anything to me, so there's no point worrying about it. And Trick Boom takes Surf like a beast, as it's supposed to, and gets hit with Water Pulse, which again is no big deal. And he also sets up the Trick Room, which I kind of realized was probably a bad idea since most of these Pokemon are going to be slower than me anyways because they're under-evolved, but that didn't, really occur to me until afterwards. So, he sends out Grottle next, which was kind of interesting. And here I go for Rain Dance, so this proves that Bronzong is still the slowest one out there. And he goes for Razor Leaf, which is kind of smart, kind of stupid. It is a decent amount to Blastoise, I guess. But this move, he just goes for Water Pulse on Blastoise. That made zero sense to me. Water on water does not really do much damage. But I use Ice Beam to get rid of Grottle. And at this point, I realize that this person probably isn't the best trainer, considering Water Pulse and Fire Punch against Blastoise. Kind of gave it away. So, he sends out his last Pokemon, which is Luxio, which was kind of ironic because I wasn't too surprised on the Luxio. But I just decided that I'm going to protect the Blastoise, so Trick Boom can use what he's known for, and uses Explode. And there goes those two. Pretty quickly. It actually wasn't that hard. I was going to go with a complete 4-0 battle, but it's more fun to make Bronzong blow up. Plus I got rid of those two quicker. So, that's all for battle number 1, really. Because, yeah. Actually, I recorded 4 battles today, and the best one was number 4. It was actually hard-ish. Well, not really hard-ish. It was a lot more exciting than these. So, here's battle number 2, which is Wi-Fi battle number 35. And we're back here, Lagoon Coliseum, which I'm completely okay with. I really like this Coliseum. Again, it goes well with the team. Pretty much any Waterfall Coliseum and this Coliseum are perfect, just for the look. And he has Rotom, and I was actually kind of afraid of it, even though I can tell it's not that strong. And I didn't realize this, but I'm guessing this is also a rental team. And I tried for Ice Beam, which after I did that I thought, well, I should have just gone for Surf. It would have done a lot more because of Stab. And then he uses Psychic on Bronzong, which I found somewhat odd. And then I go for Trick Room again, which was probably not my best idea. But not occurring to me that this was probably a rental team, I go for Protect on Blastoise, because I didn't want to get hit with something stronger than Charge Beam from possibly Matang. And I go for Gyro Ball on Rotom, which really didn't do that much. And he goes for Metal Claw on Blastoise, which after this I realized this team is a rental team, because then there was Ominous Wind, and although it did do a decent, not really actually decent amount to Bronzong, it was pretty obvious. And then right after this turn, oddly enough, they just surrender. So we go to the final battle, which is against the same rental team we fought the first time, but with different Pokemon, and I'm guessing this is a different person, even though they did the same thing at the beginning. And you'll notice this right at the beginning. So, Nate, of course, that's the default name, sends a, I have Shell Shock and Trick Boom like normal. And he goes for Fire Punch, which I kind of found odd. Not going to lie. So, I just went for an Ice Beam to get rid of Grotle because it just annoys me. That, and I knew Monferno wasn't going to do anything against me because they always start with Fire Punch on Blastoise. That's how I knew this person was probably the same person, because of the Fire Punch. So I'm sitting here with Blastoise, and they know I have Protect. They know if this is the same person, they know what I'm going to do next. So I go for Protect because, as always, everyone knows the next move from Bronzong is going to be Explosion. To get rid of those two. And critical hit, which wasn't really needed, but it's always fun. Gets rid of Luxio. And then the other hit, which doesn't hit Blastoise, gets rid of Monferno. Pretty much, I really did this because I wanted to show off the other part of this team, or one of the other combos this team, well, not really combo, but another fun thing this team has, which will come out here in about 5 seconds. Blastoise is already back at full HP, that's how sad this is, but he sends out Gabite, which he just saw Ice Beam, so I know he's afraid of Ice Beam. And I send out Toxicroak, or Fuse H2O. And I just decided to go for Sucker Punch so I could show this, because I knew he was just going to attack. And it did less than I was expecting. But as you can see, the Life Orb does damage. This is the fun part. Fuse H2O actually has dry skin, so he takes HP from Blastoise using Surf, the rain, weather effect when it's up. I was actually tempted to put something that's weak to water, so people would purposely use water moves like Surf on them, but I didn't. So this is battle number 3, or 36, and I'll have another battle coming up that's actually fun to watch. So I will see you guys later, and I hope you enjoy these PBR battles that are now coming up.